There's a very specific kind of moment where everyone turns to you. A question is asked, the room goes quiet, all eyes land on you. And in that exact moment, you realize you don't actually know what to do. Not fully, not clearly, not in the way they think you do. You can feel it that they are waiting for you to speak. So you speak. Not because you are sure, but because silence feels worse. You don't fully know how to stay in that. Welcome to Lead Your Path, a podcast about the inner side of leadership. I'm your host, Swagata Palharya, and here we explore the mindset shifts that shape how we perform, grow, and lead. Think about the last time this has happened. Not a big stage, not a big decision, just a normal day. Maybe a meeting or a conversation. A moment that turned unexpectedly. Someone asked you, "So, what should we do next?" And you paused, just for a second. But even that second felt visible to you. So, you moved. You gave a direction. You chose a path. You made it sound clear. And that moment passed. Everyone felt reassured. Except something in you didn't. Because the discomfort wasn't about the decision, it was about that tiny gap right before you spoke. That space where you didn't know what to say and how quickly you felt the need to get out of it. You know, we don't struggle with uncertainty as much as we struggle with being seen in it. Because somewhere, silently, we picked this up. If I'm leading, I should know it. If I don't know, I should not show it. So we learn how to cover it up smoothly, convincingly, almost automatically. And it's not just at work, it shows up in smaller, quieter places also. Say, someone asks you, "What's your plan? What are you thinking long term? Where is this going?" Your real answer is, "I'm still figuring it out." But that doesn't come out easily. So you give something that sounds complete, something that closes the loop. Because open ended feels exposed. But if you really look at that moment right before you respond, that is the real moment. That is where actual leadership is. Not in the answer, but in that pause. And we have become so uncomfortable there that we rush past it every time. Think about it that what if you are not uncomfortable because you don't know? But what if you are uncomfortable because you never allowed yourself to stay there without fixing it, without filling it, without performing your way out of it? In the last episode, we spoke about stillness. How even when there's space, we rush to fill it. This is the same pattern, just in motion. Here, stillness is shorter, just for a few seconds. But it feels just as difficult to sit in. So the next time it happens, and it will, here's what you can actually do. I'm sharing 5 practices with you. You can choose to, practice all or pick any. Practice 1. Pause for 2 seconds. Try to anchor yourself. When the question comes, don't rush your first response. Take a pause just for 2 seconds. If it helps, say, That's a good question. Let me think for a second. Or try taking a breath. Or glance at your notes. This isn't hesitation, this is presence. Practice 2. Say what is clear to you. You may not know the full answer, but you do have partial clarity. So you can say something like, here's what we know right now. Here's what's still unclear. This will keep you honest and keeps the conversation moving forward. Practice 3. Lead the next steps, not the final answer. You don't need to solve everything in that moment. Just guide the next steps. Try saying something like, let's test this for the next 2 weeks. Or let's gather more inputs before we decide. Or let's explore both options and regroup. You know, leadership is not always about deciding. Sometimes it's about directing the process. Practice 4. Use language that is steady. It should not be required to be perfect. You don't have to say like, I don't know, and feel unsure about it. Practice saying something like, we don't have the full picture yet, but here's how we'll move forward. Or something like, this is the best direction for now, and we'll keep evaluating as we go forward. This way, you are not reducing confidence. You are making it real. Practice 5. After the moment, reflect. And this is where growth happens. Later, when you are sitting by yourself, just ask yourself, where did I feel pressure to sound certain? Or did I rush? Or did I stay? What would I try different next time? This is how you slowly become comfortable leading without certainty. Because maybe the goal isn't to become someone who always have the answers. Maybe it's to become someone who doesn't panic when they don't know the answer, who can stay, who can think, who doesn't abandon themselves in that moment. Because that moment, that small uncomfortable pause, that's not where leadership breaks. That's the place actually where leadership begins. Until next time, lead your path.